morning and welcome to our flagpole prayer service. Our scripture passage for the month of February comes from Luke's Gospel, chapter 6, verses 47 through 49. I will show you what someone is like who comes to me, hears my words, and acts on them. That one is like a man building a house who dug deeply and laid the foundation on rock. When a flood arose, the river burst against that house but could not shake it, because it had been so well built. But the one who hears and does not act is like a man who built a house on the ground without a foundation. When the river burst against it, immediately it fell, and great was the ruin of that house. Tyler's going to share our morning reflection.
Hi, my name is Tyler. I'm a senior at St. Francis, and I would like to share with all of you my journey, and especially the lessons I've learned, and how it's allowed me to grow not only as a person, but also as a child of God. In today's gospel, Luke tells us that a man who built a house on the ground without a foundation was unable to withstand the flood, while the man who built a strong layer of foundation beneath his house was able to withstand it. I interpret this metaphor in the sense that with a strong foundation, an individual is not only able to persevere through seemingly endless struggles, but also emerge as someone who hears and acts with a new sense of direction. And in my case, I like to think that this is true, because I've made some dumb decisions in my life. I did stuff that I regret, and stuff that I wish that I could forget. However, it was through my lack of better judgment that I was able to learn, grow, and ultimately challenge myself to be a better person. But I wasn't able to do that by myself. There is no way that I would have been able to persevere struggle after struggle if it weren't for the foundations I had around me. My family, especially my parents, and my friends were always by my side no matter what storm I was going through. The first time I got in trouble, I thought my life was over. I did some things that I wasn't proud of, and I was left feeling isolated and alone. I had no one to turn to, or so I thought. In my period of isolation, my parents stood firmly by my side. At a time when the world felt like it was spinning uncontrollably around me, my parents were the ones who helped restore order in my life. They were my rocks. They reminded me that no matter what comes my way, I will be able to persevere through the storm because they were by my side. When I was at my lowest, I think I didn't deserve my parents' love. Their unwavering support served as the foundation I needed to stand tall in the face of adversity. This mistake allowed me to grow not only in my relationship with my parents, but also in the relationship with myself. And ultimately, I thought I had learned the lesson, and that there would be no more floods that were going to come my way. Sadly, I was wrong. The following year, I got in trouble again, but it wasn't like last time. The first time, it seemed like I always had a light at the end of the tunnel. But this time was different. I felt as if I was being consumed by a darkness that I couldn't outrun, which was true. There was no way that I would be able to outrun this by myself. However, my friends, my other foundation, were there to help me out. While I was getting constantly bombarded by a storm of darkness, my cross-country teammates, the same guys I had been running with day after day for the past few years, picked me up. They offered me so much joy. Joy that, frankly, I didn't think I was going to find again. It was joy that allowed me to outrun the darkness, the storm, and in the end, with their strength pulling me through, I was able to emerge stronger than I ever was before. Each mistake I made tested me to see how I'd react. Would I succumb to the floods, or would I stand firmly against whatever came my way? Even when I was at my lowest low, I luckily had strong foundations under me. They were the foundations that had my back and were able to raise me up. Ultimately, by surrounding yourself with strong foundations, the people who genuinely love and care for you, you'll be able to persevere through the storms of life. This is because you will never be left alone or have a feeling of the isolation that I have. So throughout my journey, I have learned that the strength of an individual does not rely solely within, but is rather based on the people around.
Are there any special intentions to lift up this morning?